Paul, do you want to welcome our new students? Yep. Great. This is going to be great. And cool. Yes. And then I'll play a little intro. So I'll do something like this. It's nice music too. Okay, then I'll come back to the Mighty Code Coder and I'll welcome you guys back like this. Welcome to another episode of the Mighty Code Coder. I'm Rob Fitzgerald, here to make you great, help you innovate. In this episode, we're going to try to explain what happened yesterday. So starting something new causes anxiety or stress, or what we call eustress. So sometimes it's not that bad. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Too much of it probably is. Okay, any stress, whether it's eustress or distress or stress, it's too much of it's probably a bad thing. And that's why your brain is constantly weighing the positives with the negatives to see if you can pull it off. Some decisions are tweeners, or between safe and risky. So we evaluate, and based on our feelings and bravery, we see if we can navigate a new landscape. Today, I want to recap on yesterday's assignment and start again on why CS, why computer science. So through the years, I've had many students go to great schools for computer science. Vivian Chen went to Carnegie Mellon. Carnegie Mellon's probably one of our best universities in the land. It's in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh of all places, right? You always think it's here in California, in Silicon Valley, but nope. The steel town took over all our tech. Brian Corder, which I forget if it's Brian. I went to school with Brian Corder's dad, and then the son came, and I can't remember if the dad is Brian or the son is Brian. But anyway, he went to UC Berkeley for computer science and works locally in the area. Hopefully we'll have him in. Maybe I got to figure out a way I could pipe people in with their iPhones and they could talk to us like that. We'll have guests on the show. That'd be so cool. But he went to Berkeley for computer science. Also, one of my favorites, Ben Chu, went to Cal Poly Pomona. You know, his dad wanted him to be an engineer. So he went to Cal Poly and goes, this engineering thing, I love it, but I want to create animations through Flash and work for Blizzard. Well, that's exactly what he did. He went to Cal Poly Pomona, went through, now engineering is software engineering. Computer science is software engineering. You're an engineer if you create an app. And so he convinced his dad, I'm still an engineer, and he went to work for Blizzard and now works for Amazon. And so he was pretty awesome in computer science. So they're now working, in some of the biggest, like I said, Blizzard and Amazon, these are some of the biggest tech companies around, and that's where my students work. Okay, but it all started here. So today I want to show you the why, but why listen to me? Let's go directly to the source that would know. All right. So today I'm going to talk about, I think, two big tech companies that would know what's why you should learn this stuff, or what's big about it. And one is LinkedIn, and the second one is AWS. Okay. So let's take a look at those on my computer here. All right. That's my opening. All right. So that's how the show goes. Kind of a nice opening. The opening of the show is a perfect opening for our class. All right. And I'm looking, no questions. All right. So everyone's still cool. All right, so now I will go to, I use something called Evernote. Do you guys use Evernote? Evernote's, I think it's really cool. I think it's something I'm going to try to get you guys to use. Here are my notes for the show. Okay, that's exactly, I usually have a conversation with Paul. What? I don't talk to you enough? I'm talking to you. Relax, man. Just stop it. You got all mad all last year, and I just don't understand why you always got mad. You got to be cool. Yeah, cool, man. All right. So anyway, there's my dialogue with Paul, and we have fun with that. And it's I showed you yesterday's animation where Paul comes from, but anyway, this is my script, and maybe someday I'll give you my script so you guys can script a show and produce it and put it up on your YouTube channels. Or make a YouTube channel. I'd love that to be a goal of you for you guys this year. Everyone make a YouTube channel. There is coming the day where YouTube is going to be, everyone's just going to have their YouTube. Don't come to my website, go to my YouTube channel. Pretty cool stuff. I love it. But let me see if I can find the notes that I was looking for. Okay, Evernote. All right. Anyone ever use Evernote? Really cool. I think I could share notes. So anyway, let's go like this. Here is so as I read Twitter in the morning, I told you I'm on Twitter, the Mighty Code Coders on Twitter, and I link to a lot of different things so I could keep up with these guys. This was one of the articles last week. I put this in my Evernote, and it says the most in-demand hard and soft skills of 2020. Okay, so hard skills would be like, hey, I could code, and then a soft skill would be like, I can work in a team. I could get along with others. That's a soft skill. So LinkedIn, which is where people get jobs and create this network of employment, tends to see people's skills and then tends to see who gets hired and does surveys on who gets hired. So they talk about the skills companies need most in 2020, which is where we're at. Okay, so, and you guys are in computer science, so this is the why. Why would you take my class, okay, as an elective? And I hopefully, even if you didn't mean to take my class, I hope at the end you say, I'm glad I took that class. All right, so the most need in 2020, 5 soft skills, 1 creativity, 2 persuasion, 3 collaboration, 4 adaptability, and 5 emotional intelligence. Aren't those are fantastic? Okay, so you need to be creative. We'll talk a lot about the right brain a lot in this class. You need to be creative to be good at computer science, to problem solve. We'll talk about that. I made a video about that, and we'll bring it up and show you how the right brain works and when it works and why this class uses it a lot. And then here are the hard skills, okay, that people are looking for in jobs. And I guess I could be looking back here like this. I should be looking like this. I should be like I'm looking at it, even though you guys know this is, if you see my picture, it's really just a green screen, but it's really my computer. Okay, hard skill, blockchain. Okay, you guys know blockchain from Bitcoin. Remember the big Bitcoin thing going on where people were mining coins? All right, that's still a big thing, and people are finding that blockchain security helps secure, and it might still secure our entire our monetary system here in the United States. I know Bitcoin didn't go off really big. The United States government Federal Reserve didn't really back it, but they're still looking at it as a possibility for our currency. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this lately, but we had a lot of, if you go to fast food places, they're saying they don't have enough coins. And I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is. We're all trying to figure out, why are they losing coins? Or are they just not printing them anymore? A long time ago, one of our founding fathers said that we were never supposed to have monetary or tangible money like dollars and coins and stuff. It should all be digital. That's what blockchain and Bitcoin is. So this whole losing of our coins, is that because we're trying to get rid of our tangible money? I don't know. Cloud computing. Now, cloud computing is very big. Now, some of your parents got a hold of me over the summer. Hey, what computer should my kid have? Well, with cloud computing, understand there is the most powerful computer in the cloud ready for you to use. You don't need to buy a big heavy computer. Okay. Now, gamers, I know there's some people that are gaming and they want a game and they want a big fast system. I get that. But in order to get to these cloud computers, all you need is something as simple as like an iPad. Even your iPhone can get onto them. So you basically log into a computer in the cloud, and you have the strongest computer ever. So a lot of the parents that ask me, I go, MacBook Pros are great and everything, and I have one. That's what I'm actually using right here. But you could actually do online. You can actually do online cloud computing and have the most powerful computer in the world with an iPad. Okay, so cloud computers use AWS, Amazon Web Services, is what we're going to use. You're going to be an Amazon future engineer. That's the program I'm going to put you guys through. It's all about cloud computing. Amazon's going to let us log into their big, powerful computers and use them as if you had a $5,000, $10,000 computer. You're going to use them. All right. And so that's what cloud computing is. If you know about cloud computing and what it is, that's a great hard skill to have. All right, so that's what this class does. We, by the way, number one, blockchain. We're not going to spend a lot of time in blockchain. Blockchain's very, very, very affluent, very high level technology. We probably won't spend some time, but some of you guys probably know it, and your dad, and you're talking about it with people, and maybe you do want to go take off in that area. And Amazon, when we do projects, lets us go in any area we want, and they have a blockchain component. I don't spend a lot of time in it, but if you want to, you can. Analytical reasoning, artificial intelligence. We did start the Mars rover 2020 last year, and that Mars rover piece is artificial AI. Okay, so we can work with AI. Amazon has something called deep learning, deep racer, where you actually race this car from your cloud computing, and it's AI. It basically drives itself around a track, and you race others around the world and how fast your car could get around that track. And then if your car is the fastest, they invite you to Vegas to have a big showdown. And I went to last year's convention, might be the last convention too that AWS has. And you could race your car, and we'll go into that a little bit and let you see what that looks like. Very cool. UX design, that's the front end design. Okay, so a website or an app, that's your design piece. So the buttons and the predictability of an app or a website is high in demand, and we'll spend some time with that a little bit too. I'll show you an Adobe product called InDesign. No, I think it's called InDesign or no, it's called XD. All right, XD basically helps you try to vision what your app might look like. We'll go into that a little bit. Business analysis, that's always the big stats, right? We have big data coming in, all these stats. What do you do with it? And business analysis is all part of that. It's a big piece. Affiliate marketing, sales, scientific computing, and video production. My video, right? The fishing video, which we want to talk about right now. It's kind of a big piece. You got to be able to know how to video edit, and video production is kind of big. So I love that list. Brooklyn asks, are these listed in order of importance? They're the top 10 hard skills to have. But no, they're not in importance. You know what's important, Brooklyn, is doing what you're passionate about. And so what you do is you find out what you're really passionate about and you do them. And so you shouldn't do, I want to do blockchain. It's number one. But you should do on this earth what you're here to do. Okay. So what you do is you find that you find your passion somewhere in these top 10. These are the most sought after by companies. So if you're within those top 10, companies are going to come ask for you. Okay. So that's kind of what it's about. I don't think it's most companies are asking for blockchain. Okay. It's just, these are the top requested. So that's as much as I know of it. And I bet, you know what I want to do is I want to actually send this article to you. And I bet you in here, I don't know if I read the whole thing, but there is an article with it too. So let me put this up in your Google Classroom, or I could put in the link below this video. Hey, remember that? Hey, I'll put all the links down below this. So I'll put a link to this article somewhere in this video, after I post it. Okay. And maybe when you read it, you'll see if it was actually, measured 1 through whatever. All right. So that's that. Really, really cool. I got to keep a track on time. We only got about 9 minutes. Wow. This 41-minute class thing really flies. All right. And so let's go to the next one. I'm going to kill this. And then the next one is cloud computing, because this class is more about cloud computing than anything else. And so this was an article put together by AWS. And again, I'll put the link below this video so you can go back and read these. And if you're arguing with another teacher or another student, so you could say, I got this article I want you to read. So it basically said, who is cloud computing? Who's using cloud computing? Okay. And this is interesting because it says organizations of every type, size, and industry. Okay. So everyone's using cloud computing. So that's why I'm trying to say this class is your most important class, because every industry is using. Well, oh, I want to be a writer. I want to be in agriculture. There's nothing that's not using cloud computing. So learning the cloud stuff is great for everything. Okay. I like this last sentence. And video game makers are using the cloud to deliver online games to millions of players around the world. Okay. So it's just a great class to do. Okay. And so it has the benefits of cloud computing. Okay. Your agility. I think we just talked about agility. I don't have a great computer. All I have is a Mac Pro or an iPad Pro. And you have the best computer in the world if you're in cloud computing. Your agility is, you're no longer, oh, I don't have enough money to be good at that. You have it because they'll let you open it up in the cloud and use the most powerful computer ever. Just think how good things are now and how good things are going to get because more people are going to have this available to them. Okay? Pretty amazing. Okay? Elasticity with cloud computing, you don't have to over provision resources up front to handle peak levels of business activity in the future. Here's the biggest problem. So when we were doing the website for South Hills, it was getting pretty good. Well, it was so early that people wouldn't log on to websites. I mean, this is early 2000s. And people wouldn't log in because they had slow connections and it'd take 5 minutes to log on. But then all of a sudden people started getting connections and they wanted to go to the website. And all of a sudden now the website was crashing because too many people were accessing it. It wasn't elastic. We couldn't handle that much bandwidth. And so it started crashing. Well, with the elasticity of cloud computing, it's as big as we don't have to worry about people crashing our system anymore. That's what cloud computing offers us. You have full access to the most powerful networks that Amazon has, and you don't have to worry about that stuff. So you just keep creating, be creative. The biggest point, I like how they said one of the top soft skills was being creative, because now that you have all this stuff, this technical stuff at your access, the biggest part about the biggest unique part of you is just being creative. You just leave it to your creativity. Okay. Right, Paul? Yes, that's right. Okay, good. Okay, cost savings. You're gonna get all of these powerful computers for free because you're in my class. Okay, so but if you were in my class and you wanted to join AWS, it's really cheap. It goes by what you use. So right now you have websites and they may be up and they may be not. You still get charged for them if you like with GoDaddy. But now this is only if you're using them. You get it by how much time you're on them or how many time they're serving pages. And they got the cost savings. Amazon, once again, just kills it. They got the cost savings way down. Okay, deploy globally in minutes. That's big, right? All of a sudden you're global. You're a global company in just minutes. And then there's types of cloud computing. And my principal broke into our session the other day and goes, "Oh, why don't you make websites?" And things are changing. Like, listen to this stuff. Some of the stuff if you don't understand some of these terms, you might act like, where am I? It says infrastructure as service, IaaS, PaaS, platform as a service, software as a service. Okay, so all this stuff is a service on AWS, and you log into it and you can get it going just by filling out a form. Okay, so I want to do an HTML page. I don't break out HTML. I go software as a service, and I find one that could be ready for me, and we could get it going. Okay, so some of the people this is some of the companies that actually use AWS. I don't know if you guys have heard of AWS. I know you've heard of Amazon, but Amazon really makes all their money in their Amazon Web Services. This is where they make the big bucks. Everything else is lost when they deliver packages to your home on your porch. That's a loss. They're not making any money doing that. They're making money doing this stuff. Okay, and so Peloton uses their platform. Okay, and many other companies use their platform. Netflix uses it. They're on top of Amazon's cloud computing. And boy, Peloton blew up during the COVID, didn't they? This is a company people are like, you know what? That company can't make sense. No one who wants to do that. Well, during COVID, everybody was doing Peloton. Peloton couldn't deliver enough bikes to homes, and this company blew up. It really blew up. Does anyone have a Peloton at home? Anybody? No? Okay. All right, so that is something I will also put down here for you guys to read it, because this is learn more about computing on AWS, and you'll be learning more about it because we'll be logging in. All right, and you'll be logging in right here to this piece right here, sign in to the console. You'll be logging into a console to do your AWS. And so a lot of stuff will be, we talked about abstraction yesterday, taking a big piece of information and chunking it down into smaller understandable parts. That's what Amazon was able to do with computer science. Really cool. So you log into this console, they have a lot of stuff already done, and you kind of have to just learn how the console works, and you can get stuff up and running. And it's really, really cool. We did our first year of it last year, and we were kind of like, walking around in the dark. We didn't really know what it was about, but this year we're really going to try to take off on it. Okay. So that's, I'll put these in the description. I know I'm getting low on time. What is the time? I don't even see the time on my computer. Here it is. Let me see. All right. So it is 8:37. Okay. So the last thing I wanted to show you guys or talk to you guys about was the YouTube channel. Okay, so yesterday I told you to go on to my YouTube, the Mighty Code Coder YouTube, and comment, and you did, and a lot of people did, and it was a lot. But some people got stuck because I believe, and I'm just making this up, I don't know if this is true or not. If you are in your CVUSD account, I don't think it lets you comment. So you have to get out and get your own. And so the people that commented were in their own comment, and I wanted to show it to you real quick before we end the class here. And I want to give you guys another chance to go and do this. So if you haven't done it, your only homework so far is to go to my fishing video, watch the fishing video, beginning fishing, catching a spotted sand bass. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And I commented on just about everybody's comment. Okay, so it looks like we have some news since I've done it, but I've replied to just about everybody. And I don't know where my replies are. Where are my replies? Maybe people, yeah, I replied it. View reply from Mighty Code Coder. Yeah, see, it says view. So I replied to everybody, and I thought it was a great way to greet and meet. I thought it was a great way to get to know you, and you guys could know me. So that was very successful. That's why I said it was one of the best starts of maybe my entire career, because of that comment section. So find a way to get into that comment section with your own login. And if you can't, then just go in and read it. I think you at least see the comments, right? Read them, and that will be how we will communicate, and that will do it for this episode. I guess let me finish up before the bell rings here. Here's how I finish the show. Whoops, sorry. Finish the show like this. Here's my outro. That does it for this episode. Hope that you enjoyed it. Remember, always trying to make you great and help you innovate. So until next time. What, Paul? What? Yes. All right. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can leave comments below, or go to the website at www.themightycodecoder.com, or find me on Twitter. Thank you for listening, and comment. I'll put those articles down below, so go check them out. Okay. Thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay.